to another episode of the Hit Squared Experience. And today I have something I'm pretty excited about. I've had this on my list for a little while. You've probably seen this everywhere, all over the internet and YouTube, all kinds of demos and everything. And so today is my turn. I want to show you all what I have. What I have for you is the new Hover Air X1. What this thing is a flying selfie stick, if you will. Some may label it as a drone, but it is a drone or selfie stick that you can use without an app, or you can use manual mode with an app if you want. But this thing is pretty neat, so I'm going to go ahead, unbox it, and then we'll get into a little bit of the details here a little bit later. I did receive this as a Christmas gift from my wife, so I was very excited to get this thing. So this is one of the package sets that they had and they offered, so let's take a look what's in here. Inside the package you're going to get the Hover X1 itself. I have a battery charging hub and then a spare battery. Let's see what these things look like. So the Hover X1, the one that I have, is actually, it is the black one. It's pretty simple, it just unfolds just like this. Just to see, simple little battery charging hub, and the spare battery are right here. Just locks in. You can put both in at the same time. Of course, we got a soft carrying case for this thing if we need it. And then just the regular USB to USB-C charging. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to go ahead and take this out and take a few test flights and see how this thing works. And I'm going to show it to you to see if it's something that you guys may like or be interested in, because I feel it's going to be really cool for some of the things that I want to do on this channel, and just to get some cool shots for myself and just some family videos when we're out and about, just for family memories as well. So let's go ahead, put this thing together, get outside and take a look at it. Okay, so we're out here today. Going to be testing out the Hover Air X1. Before I get started, I'm going to tell you there's a couple things when you use this camera. Selfie drone is what I like to call it, more of a selfie drone. When you're using this selfie drone, there's a couple situations when you first start up the app, and I'll show it here, of where not to use this. It's going to be places that are not well lit or areas that you can't see the ground very well. And the reason is this camera is not like a traditional kind of drone. This selfie drone it doesn't use a GPS signal. It's going to use its camera and optical sensors. So what it does is it sees the ground, and if it can't see the ground well, then it's going to do some really weird things, and it's not going to work for you that well. So I'm actually going to be testing this out in a condition right now today it's not really designed for. There is some snow, but it's not really bad. In snow-covered environment or water-covered environments, it's not going to really be able to see the ground, and it could cause some issues. You could lose your drone. It's not going to come back to you. It may fly away. It may do all kinds of weird stuff. So in this situation, it's not really covered up too bad today, so we're going to give this a go and we're going to test this out. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up and get it going. We're going to go kind of through the modes here and show you what they do, and then we'll get to it and test it and see how it looks up in the air today here. So it is got a cage around it, so it tries to help and protect your propellers, but this thing is still fairly delicate, so any major crashes or ground impacts or tree impacts, you're probably going to cause some issues with these propellers. As of today, Hover Air does not have a repair kit, but they are stating that there will be one coming soon. So if you've damaged it, reach out to them directly through their service support. Hopefully they'll get back out to you to help you get what you need. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. See it power up to its sequence.
Current mode, bird eye.
So we'll go through these modes really quickly. So the first mode is going to be hover. As you go around,
Zoom out.
zoom out,
Follow.
follow,
Orbit.
orbit,
Bird eye.
bird eye,
Custom.
and you have a custom.
Dolly track.
And for me, I have this one set up for Dolly track, so it should stay in front of me and follow me around. And each one of these has some different settings of what you can do on your bird's eye and how far up it goes in and out and orbits around. So let's go ahead and start this up and take a look. First of all,
Hover.
we'll do hover. And when I turn this on, you're going to see exactly, this thing is pretty loud. But you'll see it on the camera here. You'll see how it's loud. And then in a minute, I'm going to show you one of the other cool features of this camera. It's built into the app that you can actually talk through your phone, and through myself, I'll be using my mic that's through my phone, and it drowns out the sound, drone sound pretty cool, pretty well. So we'll test that out for you today as well. So let's go ahead and turn this on. You'll turn it on, get it ready, get it so in front of you so it sees you, and just tap that power button. It's gonna be hover mode.
Continue. Hover.
And then it takes off. As you can see here, it's right here. I can move around, and it's gonna be following me. As you can see it following me here in the shot, hopefully. As I walk around, it's gonna be moving around. It's probably gonna be pretty loud, so hopefully it's gonna pick up this drone that you can hear. It's kind of loud, but the cool thing is when you're done, all you do is reach out, put your hand under it, it'll stop recording and come down. So that's gonna be the hover mode. So what I'm gonna go do now, I'm gonna go through each of these next modes, but I'm gonna go ahead and hook my mic to the hover drone itself, and we're gonna do some testing of the situations here. So let's check this out. All right, so here you can see we're in the hover mode. Hopefully this is picking up well. And as I'm gonna do, I can just move around. The camera's gonna follow me. I can talk to it and do whatever we need to. So this is a pretty cool feature for the hover mode. Let's go ahead and check out the next mode. All right, we are on zoom out mode here. I've got this set to zoom out for 30 feet. It's gonna go all the way out. I have this set on continuous mode, so this time it's not gonna cut out any kind of picture. It's gonna zoom out, zoom back, all in the same picture and come back to me. And I have a little helper here with me today too, so. All right, we are set on bird's eye view. It's gonna go up. I have it set on 50 feet, so we can hang around and play and run down here a little bit. It's on the 50 feet, I'm talking. This distance, it's keeping my microphone connected to it. It went up, now it's working its way back down. It's in these pretty bad conditions somewhat for it, but we'll see how well it does for us. It is working its way down. All right, we have follow mode, so we're going to take a walk and see how well this does. Nice. You got one, didn't you? So we're talking as well. Hopefully this is still coming through as we talk and it follows. I can move a little bit. It's going to follow me over here. We'll just keep walking. This is at the regular level. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll switch the scene so it goes up to a little bit higher level next. So now we've switched to follow mode and it's on the high setting. Follow mode has high, level, low, and lowest. So this should be a little bit higher for it to follow us here. You want to try to run a little bit? Let's see if it peaks up with us if we run a little bit. We're going to go down the trail. All right. And you did pretty good there. As you can see, the drone kept up with us pretty well. Just a light little jog, but it turned out really well. So we'll check out a low mode next. All right, now we have it on follow mode for low. So let's see what it does on the low setting. Come on, kiddo. So I'm walking down a little bit of a narrow trail and I have it on dolly track mode, but it should stay in front of me pretty well. You've got to be pretty calculated to make it turn where you want to be. So if I want it to go this way and not just go into trees, you got to kind of get it to learn what you're going to do. But overall, it's handling pretty well as I walk through here. It's following me, I'm taking my time, and it seems to be doing pretty good keeping up doing what I need to do. When I'm done, I'm just going to give it a stop. It realizes I've stopped and it comes to me. Here we have it set on orbit. It's on the 8 feet section, so it's going to do a loop around us, which is pretty cool. High five. Yeah. While we're out here, and it'll get a pretty cool shot of you. You can do cool stuff. Right? Then once it finishes its orbit, it's going to come to a stop, and it'll come back to you.
At this point in time, I have it set on 3, so it's going to do 3 revolutions for us. If you want, you can do 1 orbit or 3 revolutions, 90 degrees or 180 degrees. So it's a really pretty cool function on this as one of the options for this selfie drone. It gives you, hopefully this demo gives you a little bit of an idea of what this thing can do. I'm probably just touching the layer, the surface of what this thing can do. It's really cool. And I hope you've enjoyed just taking a look. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want me to try out on this. Just let me know down below and I'll do what I can to try to fill you in. I'm still learning about this thing, but I wanted to show it to you guys. And hopefully it'll make some of my adventures really cool as I get out and get to do some things as you guys follow along on the channel. So thanks for checking me out, y'all. Got one to throw at me?